Tonight we're going to be doing some Super Mario Party Jamboree on the Nintendo Switch family of systems. Probably going to be doing a full board. I don't know if we're going to do the Bowser Bring the Boom mode, just because I feel like playing a cohesive board. And then we got some updates pertaining to the Kickstarter project I want to share with y'all. And for anybody that backs while I am live here tonight, and really for every live show that I do, there will be trolling amok. So if you want to ruin my day ever so slightly, if you're just entering into the Pro Gamers Guide 4A, then you have your opportunity to ruin my life just a little bit more than you normally do. Should we begin with the most comprehensive and illustrious of animated intros across the multiverse of existence? I think we should. Let's kick off the Bricks O'Brien live show experience right now. Good evening, afternoon, morning, time zone to you and yours. It's your boy, Mythoblythobyan, reporting in from the North Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. I hope you're doing well and have emotionally, physically recovered from this weekend of tomfoolery we had over on the front page of Twitch and beyond. Manster with the 200 live show streak. Big numbers. Big numbers for Manster over there. Congratulations, Manster, for being here. Perfect attendance. Perfect attendance over up in here. We have all the people, all the folks chiming in from across the internet. Tuxedo, Geraldine, How I Disappear, Brantley, hello. Awesome, Us, welcome. Got to do the pause with Awesome and Us. Hello, hello. So, in case you were not here on Saturday, we have kicked off the next adventure in the Pro Gamers Guide series of books, Pro Gamers Guide to Defeating Trolls. We are just shy of 60% of the way to our fully funded goal in bringing this story to life. What you see on the right-hand side of your screen, updates in real time here. So for anybody that decides to back the project while I am live, not only will you get to see it update in real time, you get a little congratulations, and then also I'll do a little bit of a trolling nonsense here. So there we go. Massive thank you to Megan, one of my IRL friends, for backing the project. Thank you, Megan. I was going to individually message everybody and say thank you, and the list is too long already, and we've literally just started. Everybody has been overwhelmingly supportive in all the different ways, and you know, I struggle to do anything else beyond just say thank you and keep, you know, sharing that with all of you. So thank you very much for that. Today was the last day for you to get the Troll O'Brien exclusive pin at level 2 and higher. So what I want to do for this live stream specifically is if anybody has not gone ahead and got their level 2 pledge in, then what you can do is either upgrade or back for the first time, and I'll have that pin included for you there. So this is your absolute, like, beyond last opportunity to get the pin before it is not available anywhere at all, anywhere. So it is only for backers who support at level 2 and higher. up until the end of the show tonight. So we will have that on the table. Obviously helps along with the overall funding of the book, and you get an exclusive pin. So if it's up your alley and you want to get the exclusive Troll O'Brien pin, !book, get your pledge in. And over there,
you're level 42.
We have Mr. Zach M with the resubscription for 42 months. Zach, hello. Zach, who's having his spotlight on the Twitch front page in just a little while here, so we will definitely be rating him. He's having a very special guest, celebrity guest, not Bricks O'Brien, but an actual celebrity guest on. So you're going to want to stick around for when we close out tonight and go say hi to Zach. Don't have the game either at this point. I'm holding out for the Switch 2 version. Yeah, some people might be holding out for the Switch 2 version of Mario Party Jamboree. I might play with computers, whoever's available, whatever. But we shall see. Massive thank you to Zach for saving me on Saturday. My voice was beyond cooked, and I needed a little bit of a boost there. We did a really nice In the Air Tonight featuring a gorilla. So yeah, very awesome stuff there. But yeah, we got Andrew in here bricking together. Welcome. So everybody who has supported the Kickstarter so far, thank you very much. Nina, hello. Firefin, hello. Jay Brinker, hello. Yeah, so many people have been around and all that. The 120p gorilla, yes. Dude, I had water that went down the wrong pipe. I am beyond cooked. Jeez. Piranha Plant Queen had a question earlier. If someone redeems a cameo in the book, do they have a say in how the cameo looks, hair, outfit, etc.? Yes. So that is the whole point of having the cameo, is you have as much creative direction as we can give you for your appearance in the book. So what the process has been like before is somebody has gotten that tier. We will give a list of like all the different places where you could appear within the story, available on a first come, first served basis, depending on backer number. And then we iron out what the outfit could be, what the pose could be, the likeness as much as we possibly can. So it really depends on what you want to do. So again, it is on first come, first served basis in terms of where you are placed and what we can do. And it's obviously within creative reason. We have the right to say, hey, this doesn't really fit what we're, going for. This does, this doesn't, whatever. So within reason. Yeah, we've gotten a couple of requests before that were not within the creative vision of what we thought was appropriate for the book. So we have vetoed it. And some people have, had very reasonable requests. We're like, yeah, that's great. So yeah, as long as it's reasonable and fits, we're not gonna like shoehorn something in that doesn't fit. No hashtag ads, no promotion, no nothing like that. Literally, similar to what you had in Making Friends, Lindsay, which was, you made a cameo, right? That kind of a thing. Except it's gonna be more like adventure mode stuff, so you can really deck out like your outfit, make it wonky, make it crazy, stuff like that. So yeah. Oh man, I was gonna promote my MLM. Yeah, right. My multi-level marketing scheme. Yes, indeed. You can be immortalized in a book. What a legacy. Yeah, and you get to work with Kevin and I to have that be a thing. So that's the cool part about the process. It's not just, whatever we decide, right? It's whatever you give creative input on and we roll with it. And that actually brings me into what we were doing with the doodle requests a little bit earlier, and how, well, it's exclamation book. There we go. Yeah, there we go. An exclamation troll. So what we're doing from this point on, when it comes to any donated books for Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeated Trolls, what we are going to do is modify what we were doing for those donated copies. So it was like, hey, if you give 2, if you give 4, 8, whatever, then you get different levels of doodle that go on the yellow brick wall. And what we're doing instead is, even if you donate 1 donated book, then we will take whatever prompt you give us and add it to the wall in whatever capacity we kind of think of, right? because, you know, some people were like, oh, here's this, can you do something involving Brett O'Brien? And then there's the bag of bread on the ground. Do something with a bubbling cauldron, and we add it onto the wall, right? So there's different ways that we can implement your ideas and add it to the overall world and whatever. So long story short, even if you do one donated book to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, you have a chance to have something on the brick wall, and we'll make it even cooler than it ever has been. So if you have already done a donated book with your pledge, you can do exclamation doodle, fill out the Google form. We'll take it from there. I'm gonna put out a Kickstarter update probably on Thursday, explaining this a little bit more after we do the Oinko adventure mode poll situation. But we don't want to overwhelm people with all the updates immediately here. So yeah. So there's that. Lots of cool stuff pertaining to that happening there. Yeah. Do you have to donate to have something drawn? So yes, with this, everything is in support of the Kickstarter project. Kevin does do like doodles on his own, pertaining to, you know, whatever he comes up with. So you can tune into Kevin's live streams and have something created that way. But generally, yeah, this is because all the books are going to St. Jude, and that's obviously a great cause, and we want to give back with anybody who is generous in that way. If you want to have your voice heard in terms of the Oinko collectible card that we're going to be doing, then you can do that through just making an account on Kickstarter. But you have to make an account. That's just what has to happen. Remember when you made a Minecraft world with the swirly texture pack? I think so. It was forever ago. Did anybody get the ultimate troll? Not yet. Nobody got the ultimate troll yet. So we'll see. We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't, that's okay. You know? We are focused on obviously having the book fully funded. So that is the goal above anything and everything else. So yeah, man. So that's the case for donated books there. We have the vote for the Oinko Adventure Mode happening starting tomorrow. Yeah, no Nintendo Switch. It was not fully funded in a day, unfortunately. Was that going to happen? Probably not. You know, I think it was cool to offer it up there because I had the second pre-order, and if by any miracle, right, that would happen. But I think the only way that really could have happened is, you know, maybe if we did 6 more months of lead up time to it, if we, you know, dumped a whole bunch of money into marketing emails, and also if we already had a ton of sponsors lined up to drop a whole bunch of money literally in the beginning. So yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen necessarily, unless but you never know. You never know. So I wanted to put it out there and be like, hey man, you know, man, meow, meow, man. Hey man, you know, man, meow, meow, man. Don't worry, the third book will be fully funded. You know, plenty of people have said that. Plenty of people keep saying that. And, you know, I greatly appreciate everybody's optimism and good vibes and energy. And it's obviously needed. But like, you know, we can't be like, oh yeah, mission accomplished. Mission's not accomplished. So like, you know, you can't necessarily be like, hey, it's all good. Like, you know, so it's a thing, right? You can't. Yeah, and you're speaking it into existence for sure. So it's speaking it into existence, taking actionable steps to make the thing happen, right? It's a lot of that stuff. So if you know anybody that has dealt with bullies or trolls online in real life, share it with them. A lot of really cool rewards from just getting a hardcover book, or if you want to be in the book. So plenty of things to consider if you are looking to make a pledge of any kind. A bird told me you redid some of the drawings. Can't wait to see. So yeah, that was actually part of the whole thing that has happened offline. To my surprise, actually. So for those that were watching on Saturday, Kevin was doing doodles for donations, so every donated copy of the book was essentially getting you a different level of doodle for the yellow brick wall here. So he took it upon himself to change the majority, if not all, of the illustrations that were on the wall. And what we're going to be doing is I will show this to you very casually here. However, we are going to put a formal update out there for it in just a second here. So this is going to take up the majority of the screen here. In case you haven't seen it, basically what's happening is people have given a prompt, a whatever, and Kevin will doodle that onto the yellow brick wall, which is like basically a graffiti sort of situation, but not always. So this is the yellow brick wall as it currently stands right this moment. So if you're not looking at them side by side, you'll be like, oh, what's different? I can't really tell. So I believe all of the illustrations are either slightly more detailed or changed entirely in design. Like the Brick City Cheesers sign is totally different. The Pro Gamer's Guide to Taxes cover is an entirely different art style than it was before. The mod poster is different. Like there's a lot of stuff that is definitely very different in here. So we'll do a side-by-side comparison in the Kickstarter update when that eventually goes live. And there are going to be some things that are added to this already, but we haven't gone there quite yet. So there's all that there. But that is just the beginning of the yellow brick wall. We already know what we want to do with this. And if you add a donated book to your pledge, then you can get a little extra say in what happens with the yellow brick wall. So there you go. And Paulie's done, yes. Anthony is here. Hello, welcome. So yeah, last opportunity for the Troll O'Brien pin. You can't get it as an add-on anymore. It's just if you are a new backer, you get it added complimentary, but yeah. Resident Birdmaster is here. Gave the full book polish over there. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Can I ask for anything to be put on the wall if I donate anything family friendly, of course? Yeah, it just like with the rest of the stuff that we have put onto the wall, it's obviously with consideration to what we're doing here. You know, it can't necessarily be anything, but it can be within reason. We do reserve the right to veto something if it doesn't coincide with what we want to have in the book. So yeah, there's all that. Pro Gamer's Guide has come really far. And it's cool seeing the evolution of the series over time. We have made a remarkable amount of progress in like 5 years. Less than 5 years, in like 3 years. Like this whole thing has developed into its own thing. And I think it's a testament to, you know, my growth as a person, Kevin's growth as a person. You know, it's a lot of really, really cool stuff. So we are on a really cool trajectory in life and the live streams and videos and stuff. And it's all coming together. It's all coming together. It just takes time, of course. So yeah. Added easy in the graffiti there. There we go. Nice. The trolls we made along the way. Yes. Building a foundation. That's the thing, Andrew. I keep saying I've been building foundation for a long time. You know what I mean? Building lots of foundation all along the way. A little something together as a unit here that has arrived in the PO box here. I won the first ever 3D printed Oinko from Mr. Astro Canuck. And it has arrived safely in the mail, Tom. There he is. The first ever Oinko. Right there. Little focus, potentially. Yeah, there we go. Look at that little guy. So he's arrived. Very shiny. Very shiny. These things do not fit my face, dude. They do not fit my face at all. But thank you very much, Astro, for sending this along here. This little guy. Little itty bitty. So the 3D printing people, the community, the 3D printing people have continuously wanted me to get into 3D printing. Because with 3D printing, this stuff is available to do. But I got too much going on. So there's enough going on. Enough going on right now. So yeah. We ever gonna release a full vlog video about when you went to Disney? It's on the docket. It's on the docket. I still have the footage. It's out. It's there. It's available. It's on my hard drive. Just gotta pay somebody to edit it and just take care of it. Still waiting? I know, right? Dude. You know, after this Kickstarter is done, I need to just solidify. Like, I have so many ideas for what I need to do with my life. You know, it's just one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Gave you such good content? Yeah, you did. Well, no, you don't want to be in the videos. I mean, you did occasionally. I think everybody made an appearance at one point or another. All my friends. Brian pulled the 3D glasses from Shark Boy and Lava Girl for this bit. These are actually Astro Canuck themed 3D glasses. He has custom printed 3D glasses. Holy potatoes. After this Kickstarter is done, there'll be 80 other things. So we got stand-up builders. We have the partner celebration. We got Switch 2. Only small things, I promise. I'm available. I have a certificate in film and video. There we go. The entire time waiting in line for Bayou Ride. Got some good content. Yo, that ride. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Godin. Do you still have the 101 things to do in Minecraft world? Probably somewhere. I need to start a new Minecraft series. Holy smackerel. We have officially crossed the $27,000 mark, everybody. We've crossed it. We've crossed the threshold. Hopefully we're not going back. We have crossed the threshold. Every $1,000 we'll give the Geno sound effect there. There we go. Tonight is the last night for the Troll O'Brien pin at level 2 or higher. Onward only. Onward only. Right. Over 60% funded at this point here. Thank you everybody for your support. Who was backer number something? Who was backer number something? Who was it? Who had the audacity? Somebody who is not here. Somebody who is not here. Zach, did you toss in a donated book to your pledge? Was there an adjustment there? Is that what that was? If you added a donated book to your pledge, exclamation doodle, you can get your doodle request in. We got Melissa and Daddy here. Welcome. You should go back to that world and do more episodes on it. I'm more likely to do something brand new. I don't really like, if anything, yeah, no, I would start something new. There are too many new mods and add-ons and stuff. You know, I've been away from it for so long that I would want to do something new. I understand it's very nostalgia heavy. I understand 101 things to do in Minecraft is very nostalgia heavy for a lot of people that have watched me for many years, right? But like, you know, I think it would be time to start something new. And, you know, the biggest hurdle that I've encountered with making a new Minecraft series is all making sure it's consistent, B, making sure it's up to snuff for what people expect out of Minecraft videos today, man. I feel like just me playing for hours with simple cuts and stuff won't cut it anymore. So we got to do something a little bit better, a little bit more spicy, which unfortunately requires all 3 pieces of the Triforce. So yeah, Java on minimum with mods. Yeah, it's probably the call. So And I mean, I've set up a mod pack. I just time and making sure it happens consistently. But that's my issue, not yours. Roy, Nils, welcome. Welcome. I'm going to use the washroom for a minute. Make sure you guys distract yourselves with redeems. And I'll be back. I want to wear that blue hat again. I'm going to grab a hat. Hold on. Distracted, always distracted. Welcome. Welcome. All right, so Steve is here. Hello. Building a new PC, you try distant horizons with shaders. It's insane. I have wanted to get distant horizons, but again, time. What happened to the vault? I didn't keep up with it. That was the issue. I hit a wall, I think, regarding something, and I just didn't keep up with it. The issue with YouTube, and really everything, is you need, if you're going to do something, you need to do it and make sure you're consistent with it. And if you're not consistent with it, it pretty much is just as effective as not doing it at all. So I think what happened was I got killed by the warden a bunch, got frustrated, and distracted with something else, and then I didn't go back. Probably are not going to come back and rewatch it and whatever. So I don't know. That's blanket statement. That's what happens with everything. You know, get distracted, not maintaining the momentum. Stuff happens, life happens, right? I feel like that's a whole other talk. That's just my struggle as a creator. You know, there's so many cool opportunities and stuff that you have to pay attention to because they're really cool opportunities. Like Wednesday, I'm not live streaming because there was a invite, YouTube, as part of their official creator partner network. They are going to every state in the country and holding these certified creator meetups with YouTube staff. And I have the opportunity to go to the one in Boston. So I'm going to be going into town Wednesday night at a specific location. You know, it's by approved invite only, right? So not only am I going to get a chance to talk with other YouTube-centric creators in the Boston area, but then also YouTube staff and all that. So these are creators that are vetted to be as part of this event. By invite only. So stuff like that comes up and you're like, all right, you know, and that's just that, you know. Why play Minecraft with Mario Kart World announced around the corner? Am I right? That's kind of true. Side note, we're only 18 months overdue for a fireside. I know. Well, because Kevin, I realize that like most people, you know, there's a difference between venting and having a meaningful conversation on that kind of a stuff, but yeah, I don't think people are interested in hearing me vent anymore. They just want more cool stuff, and I agree. In a community server, but I haven't done much in a while, in the process of building my house in a city wall. So you mean the Bricks O'Brien community server? Because Will you play FNAF on Halloween this year? Listen, we're making a lot of requests here. I don't know what's happening in a week, or 2 weeks. I know what's happening in 3 weeks, but yeah, but anyways. Yeah, any audio issues might be on your end. They're not on my end here. Seems to have nothing happening there. Oh, another server you've been on for 4 years now. Yeah, we were able to keep up and maintain was the Minecraft server, trying to make sure that you know, things are safe and updated for everybody. But there's a lot of stuff going on, you know, a lot of that. So yeah. So the next big thing will be Switch 2 happening there. In just a couple weeks here, just about a month. It's kind of crazy, man. Kind of crazy stuff. Very excited in general. Yeah, and pro gamer tip, if you ever have an issue with the audio or the video or whatever, you always gotta refresh your own stuff first before being like, oh, this is a Brian issue or a creator issue. Anyways. Anybody have anything else cool or interesting going on this week? Next time I'll see you is Saturday. So it'll definitely be a long week. I'm sure you all have without me. But, you know. Go ahead and fish if you'd like to. Yeah, bottom left-hand corner. Still tired from staying up late to purchase a Switch 2? Yeah, I feel that. Zach gave me that coffee at 7:30 p.m. I was up until 4. I was up until 4 a.m. the night of the Kickstarter launching, so yeah. It was good for you? Oh, about that. CMA, welcome. Brian, not sure if it's me or you, but you're coming across as extra handsome today on stream. Hey, thanks, man. You know, I wish that, you know, anybody except you, pretty much. Well, that's not true, but like, you know, like the more target. Anyways, coffee that late is a no-no. Oh, I'm aware, but when I have a large Dunkin' iced coffee with 3 shots of caramel and almond milk delivered to me, I'm not letting it sit in the fridge. It's getting drank in immediately. Like the temptation was too strong. It happened. It was late enough. So 7:30 is definitely late enough to mess you up. So what I did actually, everything ended Saturday, and I was like, I need to go for a drive. So I went for a drive. I went 40 minutes up north, and then I came back 40 minutes back. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit in the movie theater parking lot. And if there is a movie that's playing, I will go and see it. So I decided to go see a really, really bad movie at 10:30 on a Saturday night. Like a really, truly not great film that has not, it does not resonate. There's a lot of over dramatization and just did not strike the chord, but it's exactly what it's what I needed to see at that time. I went to go see the what's the name of that, the one? What's the one? It had it's the one that ILM did about 20 years ago. What was the name of that movie? Pearl Harbor. So I went to go see Revenge of the Sith, and it was... I spent a total... I bought popcorn and pretzel and an icy and get the movie ticket itself for a movie I could have watched for free on my couch. Not for free, but you know. So who's the big sucker? Oh, Revenge of the Sith is way better than Rise of Skywalker. Yes, way better than Rise of Skywalker. I will not disagree with you there, my dude. I will not disagree with you. It was not great. The popcorn a little too salty. Pretzel's a little too salty, but you know, what do I expect? But yeah. It was what my soul needed. I went on a hour 30-minute round trip drive. I'm like, this is what my soul needs. You know. The terrible, no good, very bad movie, Revenge of the Sith, yes. It just needed to be better, yes. Did you shout along with all the meme lines? So what I was gonna see the Minecraft movie, but I was just afraid of getting pelted with a popcorn bucket. So I went to Revenge of the Sith, and I thought, well, even if people are vocally, you know, going along with the lines, right? Like, I've seen the movie before. If I've never seen a movie before and people are talking over it and ruining the experience, and I'm like, oh, this stinks, right? But if I've seen it before, it's fine, right? Like, it's fine. So nobody talked during the movie. Nobody. Everybody was very attentive. Everybody was very fine. I was like mouthing out some of the lines as they were doing it, like then it's treason, and you know, stuff like that, right? But the theater was kind of full. It had a lot of people in it, you know. So, but yeah, no distractions, no nothing. People in the showing earlier dressed up. They dressed up in the Jedi robes and whatever, but yeah. People laughed when Anakin killed the young ladies in their review thing. Nobody reacted to anything. It's really a 50-50, right? But it was 10:30 on a Saturday night, so it was, you know, people my age and yeah, people my age. You've not lived until you're born to witness chicken jerky. I know, right? I know. Why was that in the theater? I don't know. Oh, because it's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith. Went to see The Color Purple and the whole group sang along. Cool. We play a Mario Party, Brian? Yes, but generally speaking, so here's how this goes. Generally speaking, when it comes to a live broadcast, there's a warm-up period of about a half an hour where it's just like a digressing with the people, chitting the chat. What other phrases could we use for talking? Chat chitting. There's debauchery. Light conversation, right? Something like that. So there's generally about 30 to 40 minutes of that. Then we get into whatever it is. So, yapping, big yappers, right? Any big yappers in chat? So, you know, that's generally what happens. That's the clip that Twitch is going to use for the St. Jude Play Live next year. The new WhatsApp killer, chat chitting. Chat chitting. I can't believe that message you put in stand-up illness. It's so... It's you know what it is? It's interesting. It's interesting. You started the stream 20 minutes into a level, folks would still complain. That's true. That's true. It's interesting. Yeah, we can talk about it offline for sure. Sounds like the beginning of a first date. Chat chitting. Chat chitting. Oh man, you beat the story. I didn't even know Mario Party Jamboree had a story mode, dude. Good for you. That is excellent. Oh man. So, Kickstarter's like, good news. There's more feedback on your thing. Which is like, hey man, thanks man. Appreciate it, man. So I want to make sure we are good on everything. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Thank you everybody for watching wherever you might be watching from, whether it is from the Amethyst or the Crimson Theaters, man. Like that, as much as I haven't been uploading videos and stuff, you know, YouTube is definitely still an awesome place to catch what I'm doing. And unlike on Twitch, the live streams don't get deleted afterwards, so they can kind of just stick around, which is really nice. So everybody who watches from wherever is greatly appreciated. Have you ever had an old intro you've never showed us? Nope, that's it. That's it. And I would love to get a new intro made that contains the pet pals and make it a whole big thing. But unfortunately, animation is quite expensive. So I'm sorry, quality animation is quite expensive. So we will be not greenlighting that anytime soon. But we do have the Cheer 123 as a sneak peek of what that animation could look like. Yeah, let me just learn Blender real quick. Hey, adding to the list of things that I need to do and should do, I should just learn Blender. That you nailed it. That's it. AI won't do for that? No. Can't be doing AI for the intro. That's not how that goes. We need this man to play Gorilla Tag. Actually, I played Gorilla Tag, and I was like, you know what? This is not for me. Get licked by Cecilia. Thank you very much for the lick, Roy. Appreciate that. If Brian used AI, Kevin would quit. Yeah, no. AI is good if you don't necessarily have any other means of creating the thing that you want to create. But I take pride in working with a lot of really awesome artists and creatives, and I don't intend on that changing. I would rather not do it than have to resort to AI for a lot of that stuff. Guy, welcome. But yeah, I use Gorilla Tag, and essentially it was probably a lot of people who are not actually able to use the MetaQuest because they don't qualify under the terms of service, age gating. And I'm like, yeah, this is weird. I'm out. So I'm not doing Gorilla Tag. I am not doing Gorilla Tag. So yeah, I am going to play Mario Party Jamboree. If I'm going to play a full board, would people want to play with me? If that, right? AI is good for beating corporations at their own game and generating applications to jobs. True. Loving the MetaQuest so far for Arkham Shadow is awesome. Yeah, I have enjoyed Arkham Shadow. I played it a little bit, just a little bit. All right, so at least C-Boy wants to play. C-Boy, what character should I play as before we jump in? I'm gonna get everything set up and then have the lobby joinable for everybody. Will you do a second game? We'll see. Join in on the first one. He's already in the game? Well, I said, what character does he want me to pick? What character does he want me to be? Dude. Okay. There we go. I was just making sure. All right. You know, meow meow. I really like Mario Party Jamboree. I really don't like that price for the upgrade though. Asking JJ. Well, we will be doing a what is it there? At least one game. If you don't have the game, that's okay. I intend on playing a board. I'm not gonna do a player room. I feel like playing an actual board today. No passcode. Are you concerned about the price of the Switch 2? We've talked about this here and there occasionally. For me, being a full-time creator who, you know, covers games for a living, no, because I'm going to get the games no matter what and play them and enjoy them alongside whoever wants to play with me and for videos and everything else. I think depending on your level of, you know, how much you love Nintendo, then it's definitely still worth it for you. I have played Nintendo Switch for thousands of hours. So is the Switch and Mario Kart worth $500 if you're going to play it for 300 hours? I would say so. But if you're going to play once a month for the next 5 years, then no, it's not worth it. So it really just depends. Gaming, welcome. So yeah, like, I literally have a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine that's like, oh yeah, I'll get a Switch too. And he plays video games literally once a month for 2 hours. So is it worth it for him? No. Is it worth it for somebody that only has a Nintendo console and loves the Nintendo games? Yes. So from that perspective, I'm not concerned. And, you know, maybe you buy less levels in Candy Crush or something. I don't know. Some other game. Or you buy less games. I don't know. But yeah, I pre-ordered mine, and I actually had pre-order 2 of them. One was a Target delivery, and then I have one for Best Buy local pickup. But then the one that I have for Target pre-order, I'm either gonna see if one of my friends wants to buy it from me, or I'll just axe the pre-order. So 2-minute warning for anybody that wants to play Mario Party. Be ready to enter the room ID. There is no password, but be ready to enter the room ID. 3 people, first come, first serve basis. I don't know if I am playing a second round, so we're gonna say 1 round for now. The advertisements are gonna start just about now too, unfortunately. Sorry, everybody. I need to get better. You know what I really, I'll give you $10 for it. All right, Megan. So Steve, no, we're not doing this, Steve. Steve, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Steve, we're not doing this. I literally said to Steve in a DM. I literally, metaphorically, hypothetically, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. I said to Steve, if you want the pre-order, you can use it as an excuse to come visit me in Massachusetts because we haven't seen each other in a long time. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna take the pre-order, Brian. Don't worry about it. I literally, because I, all right, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I did. And you said, no, I'm going to spend that money on Pro Gamer's Guide instead. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to complain. Well, I said to hang on to the pre-order. And then you were like, don't worry about it, Brian. You don't need to do that. I'm like, all right. I guess you're going to... I'm going to pull up the receipt. What's the receipt? What's he say? I did not mention about you seeing me. To be fair. I was going to say, if it's the bundle, it doesn't end up being given away. I'd pay for it, but honestly, without the game bundled in, it's kind of dumb. Yes, I'm that cheap. I said, well, if you change your mind, I'll keep it on standby. He said, probably not. It'll be easier to buy it in person a month or so after launch. So I took that as, all right, Steve's not interested, whatever. Brian's first crash out, listen, you got to hang out here more often. I crash out at least once a week. At least once a week. Someone would make a fortune off the Bricks O'Brien Shorts channel if they'd clip me and just put this on YouTube Shorts. Clip me and monetize me, please. Once a stream? It's once a week. How about, instead of people waiting for me to crash out, y'all go buy a book instead? Exclamation troll. Exclamation book. What are we doing? Sometimes twice in the same stream. Wait till you see the crash out if and when we cross 28,000. I'm gonna wait for the ads to be done. And we'll get started. Crash out more, please. It's quality entertainment. Listen, I can't force perfection. I'm guzzling down water, so I'm gonna be right back momentarily. My son and I have been talking about starting a chat. There you go. Debating on whether or not to get it. I would recommend the Switch too, because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Don't make this man blood pressure skyrocket. I think I've had pretty good blood pressure. I don't got problems. All right, distract yourselves with redeems. I'll be back in a moment. Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is a children's book adventure about conquering tough situations and merciless meanies in a video game world. Everybody has dealt with bullies at some point in their lives, whether it's at work, school, behind a controller, or in a shadowy digital realm. There's always somebody that's trying to tear you down. I know it was a big struggle for me growing up and dealing with these tough situations, and I know it's a problem for children today, especially with everything online. From spotting toxic behavior to curing them with kindness, we're tackling the pro gamer tips of dealing with bullies in a way that's fun and approachable for all ages. We've returned to Kickstarter to bring our next Pro Gamer's Guide adventure to life. Snag exclusive project rewards, or even make a cameo as a hero or a troll in the book. We hope you'll join our next great adventure and defend Brick City against the forces of negativity once and for all. Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is available to support on Kickstarter right now. The room ID is TYF17T. TYF17T. Thank you for running the hashtag ad. This is definitely, yeah, whenever I step away, if anybody wants to get in the habit of doing that, I would appreciate it. And there we go. All right, so be careful, don't make him crash out too hard. He might break his back. All right. Space Hobo, welcome. All righty. Again, we're going to be playing a board in Mario Party. It's not going to be a whatever. Four of four, the party is here. So yeah, thank you all for that. If you want to get a Troll O'Brien pin, tonight is the last night to do it. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do, yeah, party rules. I want to do the Galleria. Yes. 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 All right, here we go. Waiting for another player to set up their controller. Come on now. My philosophy is if there are games on it that you really want to make you happy, yes, exactly. Yeah, for anybody who's out there, you will not get... Okay. Yes. Remember that you will not be charged for your Kickstarter pledge until after the project has concluded. So you won't get charged until May 17th. So if you want to support at a higher tier, but you don't quite know what your timeline looks like, you can do that on the 17th there. The finale is Saturday, May 17th, starting at noon, going until at least 9 p.m. when we close out the Kickstarter project, regardless of whether it's fully funded or not already. It'll be at least a 9-hour broadcast. So if you know somebody that has been impacted by bullying online or in real life, share the project with them. They might be interested in backing the book and getting a hardcover copy for themselves. Let me know how the audio levels are. And it's gonna be me. Nope. Never mind. Yeah, if it's a system that you know you're gonna play and enjoy, you know, I would recommend a switch to it. I think everybody has had their fair share of bullies in life, unfortunately. You know, and bullies take all different shapes and forms too. It's not just somebody that picks on you at school, but you know, you find yourself in work situations like that. You know, especially in video games and online in general, right? You know, there's a lot of unfortunate situations you can find yourself in. Play purely on PC. What a professional gamer. Here we go. All right. What did I do? Hello? up to here. Sometimes they're a control and cover. Well, you know. You know. All different shapes and forms. What's the one thing you should do in starting your very own channel? Sometimes I hate my curly hair. No, it's good. All right. One thing you need to do. Make sure your audio is good. RC, welcome. Get a good microphone. Elgato has a lot of really good microphones. Not that I make a commission on that stuff anymore, because I don't. Not that I ever really super promoted it like I should have before anyways, but yeah. We got JJ Zaora and Lizzie. Is that Lizzie 55 or different Lizzie? RC earlier was working on a... Oh, it's you? Piranha Plant? Okay. Lizzie. Gah. Lizzie. Yeah, RC was working on a Gundam earlier, which looked unbelievably tedious. Not gonna lie. Well, you know, good for anybody that works with Gundam related stuff. Yeah. No, that's a load of baloney. That's a load of baloney. Let me know how the audio levels are. I feel like that's one of my catchphrases. Hardcore. One of my more iconic catchphrases in general. Yay! So we got Mario Party Jamboree tonight. Saturday is going to be the Lego Venusaur and probably some other Lego building too. The next Lego build I'll be doing is the Mario Kart, which is happening on the 17th, closing out the Kickstarter. After that, I don't have anything major project-wise scheduled, but soon thereafter will be the Switch 2. So, you know, I might been debating. Anyways, I won't vocalize that thought yet, but we'll see. Anybody drink water but have the Crystal Light packets in their water to make it more flavorful? I put a bunch of those in this, you know. You need help setting up Minecraft stuff? Shoot me a message. Yeah, like, what? I have from June, end of it. The next time I travel is late August. So that's a good chunk of time where I don't have anything going on. Yeah, the build is called the Pedal Behemoth. The Pedal Behemoth. Going on a school trip, nice. Pink lemonade is the best. Yeah, I have the strawberry lemonade right now. I think they're a 0 calorie. You know, they got caffeine in them, maybe. I ran out of soda today. No Coke Zero for me. I ran out today, so I gotta go tomorrow. Grocery shopping is tomorrow. And I have officially decreed that I'm no longer doing any Dunkin' anything during the week unless Zach orders it for me. Friday is going to be like the only day of the week I do like coffee outside of the home. I'm really trying to get my life together. I'm trying like little things, just little things, you know? Have Friday be the treat yourself day, right? Try to really lock in, you know? All right, so this is gonna be hopefully the time to shine. Use a great value flavor packets, fruit punch and pink lemonade, very nice. Give me the record, baby. Bam, look at that. That's the record, baby. Nice.
A new record.
It's a new lap record. So it's called the Pedal Behemoth that I'll be building on Saturday. And then probably a little more of the Lego mosaics. I have the Cecilia one and the Polly one done. So I could work on Bob or Cuddles next. But I've never built... all the ones that I have for Bob are not great. They are... It's too simple of a design at the scale, so I gotta figure it out. One time we made a great mistake of dropping a lemon powder in a soda to add some extra flavor. Don't know why we didn't expect the reaction. Oh, does it fizz up like a Mentos or whatever would? That's interesting. Yeah, I haven't. I've done the Coke and Mentos thing before. Somebody did a pledge. Thank you very much. Which, by the way, what I'm gonna do actually, starting now, the trolling me as part of the Kickstarter pledges, and while I'm broadcasting, it will be 10 minutes of me doing my controller upside down, which maybe doesn't help here. But I'm gonna have a 10-minute timer where all my controls are upside down, starting right this second. That way I gotta make everything work properly. Which will really bite me in the butt for mini games. Go. There we go. Okay, good. Doesn't mean Brian couldn't write a message. Thank you very much for the pledge there, How I Disappear. Thank you very much. Remember, at level 2 and higher nets you the Troll O'Brien pin, so I think you went to level 2. I think you're good. There we go. So yeah, basically what I want to do is for every live stream that I do, there will be something that impacts what I'm doing whenever somebody does a pledge. And then basically that will extend it down there. Anytime there's a new pledge, pretty much of any dedicated level will be like 5 minutes of the controller upside down, you know? Excited about the Troll Brine and the mystery pin. So yeah, the mystery pin is pulling from the list of pins we already have at the time of fulfillment. So I wish the pins were more... Okay, hide it. No, the other one. Thank you. I wish the pins people liked, like I thought people liked pins a little more. We've had them for, I mean, since Pro Gamers Guide to Healthy Habits. They are not like, you know, as big of a thing as I thought they would be. So I think having the Troll O'Brien pin be like the 48-hour exclusive is cool, you know. But other than that, you know, we haven't had any other things, pins pop up. Dan, welcome. And Dan, thank you for the share on Facebook. Dan was very kind in sharing that with his people. And, you know, it's obviously tough for somebody who may not be involved with Kickstarter already to sign up and whatever, but at least having the interest out there and letting people know about what's going on is super cool. So yeah, thank you, Dan. I wear pins at work when I can't cosplay hard. There you go. I love pins too. I wear them with whenever I go to an event, I put them on my lanyard. I wore the Cuddles pin with my suit jacket when I did the Las Vegas pitch. So I love wearing pins. And pins are a big thing with like Disney people. You know, it's kind of a 50-50 deal. It's like, you know, some people love pins, some people, you know, it just depends. So I would love to make more. It's just, you know, gotta see what people like, you know. So for anybody that has, you know, seen the rewards on Kickstarter, all the cool stuff, I'm assuming everybody likes everything for the most part, but like otherwise, you know, like what we should have done instead, what should we do next, you know, kind of a deal. I think everything came out really nice. Love the pins, I'm just afraid to wear and lose them. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Some people don't wear them out, you know. Create a Kickstarter to bookmark the project, very simple and easy to set up. Yeah, no, it's super easy. All right, so remember, I'm back. Okay, all right. I couldn't even say that I was backwards because I immediately died. Sweet. Well, shout out to whoever wins because it will not be me. Love you guys too. So yeah, it's easy to set up a Kickstarter account and all that. I'm saying for people who may not necessarily know who we are quite yet, you know, trying to get them into, you know, get them involved is definitely another thing. So, you know, trying to, get people introduced to, and some people are always going to prefer to like just buy the book on Amazon, you know, or buy the book on, Barnes & Noble, whatever. But if it doesn't get funded through Kickstarter, then it doesn't go to those places, you know? But telling people that is, you know, one thing, and etc. Whatever. So, yeah. $27,086 so far. And 19 days to go. So, again, thank you for everybody who supported so far. I like the Kickstarter because I get all this stuff too. Yeah, some people love this stuff. Some people, you know, they're not as passionate about the stuff, but that's the other benefit too, is like, you know, we could just do the book, but like, look at all this other cool stuff we can do and get people, you know, to have, like, I like the stuff too. A lot of other Kickstarter projects don't necessarily include the same quality of stuff or, you know, whatever, right? There's people who don't back the project until it's funded and they don't get that they help it there. It's confusing. There's also people that specifically want to be the person that tips it over to be the final person, which, you know, from somebody who, from the perspective of somebody who doesn't understand, like, the nuts and bolts of the situation, I get it. But as somebody who makes this stuff, it ticks me off to no end. It also ticks me off when somebody, yeah, doesn't back it until it's fully funded, right? So it really, it's a weird aspect of doing a crowdfunding project like a Kickstarter. It's like you're trying to, like, not psych people out, but like, you know, yeah. Yeah, that was last time. A lot of people wanted to wait and be the last one. I'm like, man, like, Lego Cuddles is a really cool idea. And I mean, that started as an idea that I wanted to do, and the people over at Bricker Builds, you know, they make quality stuff, and, you know, to have the model along with the physical scarf made by Kristen, I think it's a super cool idea. So I have to do this upside down also. Kind of easy. Okay, cool. There was a crash hour and a half. Yeah. Waiting to be the one. Of course. Minecraft server is closed. Yes, closed because we do not have the staff to upkeep the server to the level it needed to. Oh, my controls are reversed technically. Interesting. Dang, really? Yeah, so in order to keep it a safe and... What happened? Okay. Safe and approachable place for everybody. We had to, you know... We did not have the resources to maintain it. You know, as much as people were playing it on it, and I really appreciate that. You know, all the moderators were doing this on a unpaid system, right? So... a voluntary basis, I should say. Voluntary basis. Doing this on a voluntary basis. So... I don't know what I did to trigger the Waluigi party, but okay. Can't have a lot of hang time here, dude. Seriously? Nice. I got Waluigi to do something. Yay. Oh, okay. Sure. So I'm literally just hitting both of the flippers at one time and hoping it all works out. It's pretty much my entire plan. It's pretty much the whole plan here, admittedly. So yeah, you know, it's just that. Yeah, that's why it didn't work when you tried to join, because it doesn't exist. It's just unfortunately, yeah, it's basically like developing a game. In order to make sure all the plugins are updated, add new game features, and whatever. If I were exclusively a Minecraft YouTuber, I think it'd be different. But because I don't have Minecraft, like, as the only thing I do, I think it's just really tough to, justify and maintain and whatever, and, you know, I've tried a few times to, like, you know, have, like, the person to, like, take care of the server and just, you know, do everything on behalf of me and the team, but it just has never worked out, unfortunately. Fun fact, I actually had somebody that was on deck to be the person to keep the server updated constantly. Oh, my timer is up, so I can go back to regular. I had somebody on deck to do that, and then they vanished. So I'm like, yep, this is just what's gonna happen. Mario Star, welcome. Playing some Super Mario Party Jamboree. A really long minigame on this one here, man. Long minigame. So yeah, it was just a lot to do, and obviously something people enjoyed, but I knew I couldn't give it its fullest effort it deserves, so unfortunately, meow meow. Been watching since 2017, love the channel. Thank you, Starlight. Welcome. Just talking about Minecraft, talking about the latest book over here on Kickstarter. 60% funded in 3 days, 2 days rather. So we are well on the way to hopefully being fully funded as soon as possible and bringing Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls to life. That's the goal, at least. Help this man sleep. You know, my sleep levels have actually not been bad. So you know what really did it for me, Kevin? It was Soccer Hallways who chipped in $1. He did $1. Now, am I ever gonna complain about somebody not supporting, right? No. If you are not in a financial position to help, you know, bring this to life, I understand. I'm not gonna, you know, comment, right? I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, but whatever, right? I'll yell at my friends, I'll yell at my family, but... And he has been saying for multiple times, hey, you know, look forward to doing this, doing that, and then he does $1 to be a troll. So I think it's gonna be up until the last day. I think it's gonna be up until the last day, until it gets fully funded. And it's gonna be a long 19 days. Videos made my little brother smile every day. Thank you for giving him that joy. You're welcome.
You got a star.
It's my life purpose. It'll be an absolute wreck. Sorry, I pressed pause. I think I'll be okay. You know, after what we had our little powwow on Sunday, and you know, I've been thinking about it way more. And whatever happens, so you know, sometimes in life, everybody, whatever happens is gonna happen, and that's what's gonna happen, man. You know what I mean, man? Meow meow. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean, man? Does that feel? So I can't be worried about that. We have JJ deciding what college he's going to be going to. There we go. So if you're just tuning in, playing Super Mario Party Jamboree, and on our way to what will now be 28,000 for Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. So there are still some cameo spots available. Trolls or otherwise. Not many. But they are there.
Start.
Yes, got him. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Round 2.
Oh, very nice.
Final round.
Trying to outsmart the competition here. This is truly random unless you're in the room with them. So. There you go. Nice job.
Finish. Winner.
At least it was a dog. All right. So there's that. Got that. Not as a win, unfortunately, but you know, it is what it is. It do be what it do be. I am not in. I'm in 4th, allegedly, apparently for now. On turn 5. This is where everything continues to fall apart. As I get no handouts, no nothing, anywhere ever. Nice. Flash sale is apparently still on. Loogie, along with. I am ready for Switch 2. Like, I was looking at what I could do for this week for live shows, and I'm like, man, everything, unfortunately, just feels a little too stale, or it takes too long, and I can't start it, because then I'll be committed to it for too long, and then, you know, Switch 2 will come out and be a whole thing. Of anybody who may have gone to get a Switch 2, did anybody do the Target pre-order? I'm sorry, the GameStop pre-order, where you had to, like, wait in line? You have over a month, you're good? Not necessarily. Did anybody wait in front of a GameStop? One coin shop? Yeah, baby. Flash sale. I generally am not accepting requests for doing collaborations. It's only on a very sporadic basis. So I'm going to say no for the moment, but thank you for asking. And of course, it just keeps getting worse. But I have a handout. Toad the freeloader. Nice. Yeah, just getting collaborations of any kind together is always a process. I only have one. Oh, so the collaboration happening on the 17th. I'll give you a little inside baseball. So I approached Nick. I approached Nick and said, hey, you know, we have... I'm gonna just stop my thought here. No disrespecting the moderators of any kind. If that keeps going, you will be banned without hesitation. Just saying here. I was like, hey, Nick, do you want to be part of the Mario Kart thing? And he's like, yeah, sure. And apparently I didn't communicate that he had to, like, have the set to build alongside us. So he was very caught off guard when I was like, you know, hey, are you gonna build this and be part of this? And he's like, well, I didn't know I was supposed to buy the set, Brian. Like, why would I buy it? It's a $200 Canadian thing. And I'm like, I don't know. Everybody else said they were getting it. I figured you would too. He's like, no. I'm like, all right. So, Nick, I think will be building something Mario Kart related. Will he be building the kart itself? I don't know. But he will be there. At least we have that.
Bonus minigame.
Bonus minigame. And everybody else is still scheduled to be there.
Brian.
We've had no dropouts yet. He's a Lego master. I know, right? Be well done. Welcome. Ooh. Okie dokie.
Start.
Oh.
Finish.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Winner.
How you doing tonight? Be well done. I forget, did you end up getting your pre-order that night for the Switch 2? My mind was a blur when all that was happening. I didn't even register what was going on. You did? Nice. Target. You got a Target delivery, right? Not a pickup Best Buy.
Only 5 turns left.
I think I do left.
Home stretch.
Any home stretches in chat? I'm a big loser. You think Noah was the one that couldn't get it? Dude, he was going through it, man. Brian had too much fun on that one. Yeah, I was very strategic. And, I mean, lag plays a portion of it, too, you know? Can't be giving myself too much credit here. And with the biggest loser, it's Bricks O'Brien. Probably not gonna launch day, though. How long after did he give up, Lindsay? Are you playing another match after this one? Depending on how we're feeling. I mean, I'm only doing 2 live streams this week, so I feel like I should go a little bit longer on this one, but I realize when it hits 9 o'clock Eastern, generally speaking, it gets to be, people are like, I gotta go to bed so I can be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, okay. So we'll see. Who all done got off a little bit before us, yeah. This little 3D printed piggy, in case you didn't see it, Astro Canuck made this and sent this to me. Well, actually, I won it. He was giving this away to his chat, and then I won this. So, you know. Just so happened to work out that I won my own, like, thing. Fate? Yeah, right. So it is really cool. I would love to do, you know, my own prints and print off a bunch. Like, what I really want to do is I want to get a 3D printer, print off stuff, and then do these as giveaways, or as, like, if you're buying something off a shop, right? Maybe there's a certain book bundle or whatever. These could be like little freebies and stuff. They're not quite polished enough to be like, oh, make a, you know, here's a toy line, but like, you know, something cool. Something, you know, different. But then I got to learn how to operate an entire 3D printer, you know. It's less so how I feel, it's more so how the people feel. So we'll see. I could stay up late. I have to go to bed early so I can read until 2 a.m. There you go. There's a star entered into the fray there. You got a star. Oh. You got a star. You got a star.
Bye for now.
You got a star. There you go, Dan. Thank you for the lurk. Oh yeah. 3D printers are point and click, inhale fumes, easy peasy. The man who is the bane of... Can I ask you something? Soccer hallways, let's have a talk. Now, I don't care what level of support you kick in for Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls, because I figure you're gonna at least want like an actual book, like a hardcover book. Why did you pledge $1? Why do you cause pain to me? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? You upped it to $5. Oh, is that why it went up by $4 down there? Is that why it went up by $4? Hugs, welcome. Can you up it to like anything more than that? When is my next event? The next, do you mean in real life?
Some water.
In real life or virtual? Like, I'm not saying you need to become the ultimate troll tier. I'm just saying like, or tell somebody, do you know any affluent business owners that want to invest in a growing small business? You know what I mean? Anybody know any venture capitalists out there who want to kick in just a boatload of money to see a thriving small business go? I haven't sat down yet and planned. Okay. Well, once you get those venture capitalists on board. Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is a children's book adventure about conquering tough situations and merciless meanies in a video game world. Everybody has dealt with bullies at some point in their lives, whether it's at work, school, behind a controller, or in a shadowy digital realm. There's always somebody that's trying to tear you down. I know it was a big struggle for me growing up and dealing with these tough situations, and I know it's a problem for children today, especially with everything online. From spotting toxic behavior to curing them with kindness, we're tackling the pro gamer tips of dealing with bullies in a way that's fun and approachable for all ages. We've returned to Kickstarter to bring our next Pro Gamer's Guide adventure to life. Snag exclusive project rewards, or even make a cameo as a hero or a troll in the book. We hope you'll join our next great adventure and defend Brick City against the forces of negativity once and for all. Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is available to support on Kickstarter right now. Exclamation troll in the live show chat. Go and get your copy today. Any tier is greatly appreciated, but you can get anywhere from a paperback to a hardcover to a digital copy or an autograph hardcover yourself. If you had the payment option of an old couch, I'd be done by now. All right. Well, there's pledge over time. Go contact your your VC fund guys. How am I the only one? Okay, wow, all right. I pay for no advertisements. Can I pay you overtime over 30 years? No. You can pay over 3 weeks? Dude, couch it, like, what's the interest rate on that after 30 years? It's not 0% APR, is it? That's wild. Is that how people can afford like entire living room setups that are thousands of dollars? They just do. Is that how it's done? My grandparents gave me my couch. You just pay like 30 bucks a month for full living room set. Yeah, Cecilia is unavailable. She's on cooldown right now. I got my couch from my grandparents. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Brian, but you don't know what's going.
I imagine Lindsay sitting at her computer to be like either Roz from Monsters Inc. or the secretary from Ghostbusters. Like, you don't know what you're doing? What do you mean? What do you mean? But living rooms, it's different.
Dual minigame.
My grandparents haven't bought a book. My mom hasn't bought a book. Two members of my family have. Two members of my family. Cody said Roz. Yeah, I'll side with Roz. Well, I thought the living rooms would be like cheaper with the monthly interest. Like I see it all the time, but
I'm always watching, Saviano. Always watching.
Start.
it's the same as a credit card. Well, I hope not at 30%. Yikes. That would be gross. I certainly hope not. Oh. Listen, I got my couch for free. I don't know, all right? Which character are you? I am Todd.
Winner.
Around here we can get a full bank loan for it. Interesting. I mean, that kind of works out better, right? You can get probably a lower interest rate. Man, we're talking about really old people stuff. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about? Please, somebody change the subject. Please, somebody ask me about how the Minecraft server's dead instead of the APR on a living room set. Please, please, please. Somebody ask me about it. Please. All right, 2 to the star. What's the chances I get a 1? I'm not gonna risk it. Not gonna risk it. Have you set up a Roth IRA? Shut up, Megan. Don't worry about me. The book deal is gonna pay for my retirement and then some. Can we circle back to the tap water convo from a few months? Which tap water convo? Did I go the right way? Oh, thank goodness.
You already have that stand. You already have that stand, Brian.
Do you ever get a coffee maker? I did get a coffee maker. I got a new coffee maker. And it was because the coffee maker I had ever so recently, I did not descale it properly over months. So it was totally, it was tasting gross. And then I tried to change, like it was too much damage done to the coffee maker. None of the descaling solution worked. None of the lemon, none of the anything worked. So I got a new coffee maker. I saved like 20 bucks on it. I got it for under 100 bucks, which worked out really nice. But yeah, now I got a new coffee maker and it's excellent, thankfully. And I have black coffee now. I don't even have anything in it because I'm trying to keep the scale moving in a downward direction and I want to remove all joy from my life. Currently working on my 3rd book and my 1st book, 1 year old now. Very nice, Lindsay. Very, 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 very nice. Am I gonna get another star? Did I just mess that up? No, I did it perfect. Nice. I'm half paying attention. Look at that. Wowee.
Another star again?
Mom cleans her coffee pot once a month. Yeah, that's what I gotta be doing. I gotta set a reminder for myself. I bought descaling solution. So basically what you need to do to take care of the coffee maker and prevent all the grime and whatever from building up or, you know, just generally keep it cleaner, is have a certain solution that allows you to clean it more easily. We're holding a coin raffle. The number of purchases you made was 2, so we gotta make a number 2. Oh, what? Green means 2 or 5. Nice. And then green again. Very cool. Brian, have you watched any of those videos before? I have not, Danielle, but welcome. What are your thoughts on the mitochondria being the powerhouse of the cell?
Mario time!
When did you have the epiphany for the third book? The epiphany for the third book... Well, I've said before, a lot of my inspirations have just come from my general life experiences that I've had. So, you know, when I think about the struggles that I have had with, you know, growing up, and then especially making videos and putting myself out there online, it's A, getting into a consistent routine and trying to find a balance in all of the craziness that's going on. Then defeating trolls was actually the idea I had for book 2, which it became making friends, because, you know, having the having people alongside you in your journey of life, and especially in becoming a professional gamer, is key. So you can't do any of this alone, right? You have to have people alongside you in this journey, in this life. So that was that. And then, you know, for this one, what are the things that you deal with the okay, Zahora's out. She's out. She's like, forget this, I'm done. You can rejoin, by the way. You can rejoin. Once you disconnect and reconnect, it'll prompt you to rejoin. You'll be good. So you know, there's your Wi-Fi crash. That sounds like a you problem, Zahora. I would say that's a you problem. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a Wi-Fi. It's not your... Anyways, you know what I mean? But yeah, rejoin, pop back in, you'll be good. It'll prompt you to rejoin. So, yeah, tackling the situations to deal with adversaries is another key part of life, you know? Not everybody you encounter is gonna like you. Not everybody is gonna be receptive to what you want to do in life. And especially when you are, you know, putting your opinions out there, either, you know, no matter what it is, it could be the most wholesome thing in the world. There's gonna be somebody that has a problem with it. So, and that happens because everybody has a different experience in life, and, you know, people just register life events differently. So what are the tips to dealing with those situations in a healthy way that everybody can pretty much follow? And that's what Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is spawned from. And, you know, what I really want to do longer term, as we have, you know, the third children's book, what I really aspire to do is something more in line with, like, more in line with, let's see, we'll do this. I messed up. Never mind, we're good. Something more in line with what you would see for, Diary of a Wimpy Kid or otherwise. Something just like that, where it's more of a graphic novel sort of a deal that people can really rock with potentially.
Finish.
Thankful for the rejoin option. Yeah, I told you. See, worked out just fine. But yeah, like I want to have the stories be a bit longer. Now, that does not necessarily mean more illustrations, because Kevin is obviously doing a tremendous amount as it is right now. But it would require longer stories from me that flesh out the characters and the world way more. So it is more of a time commitment for me, but it's not necessarily more of an illustrative commitment from Kevin. So, you know. And there's also so many ways that we could do it too, you know? We could do, you know, a black and white edition. We could do a full color edition. It could be, you know, but it's not going to be, yeah. I think there's a way to do it that would be really fun and really impactful, but yeah. There's the elevator up. Kevin could have AI assistants help. I mean, he could. I don't know if he would want it. I don't know if he'd want it, but he could get it. We could all have AI assistant helps. You know, here's an interesting metaphor that I've heard with AI. This actually kind of makes sense. I don't know if I vocalize this yet, but I think it'd make for like an interesting video or talking point. That AI, you know, there's a lot of people who are obviously talking about it. It's going to replace artists. It's going to do whatever. You know, it's going to do whatever it's going to do to change the industry in general, the everything industry. This way? Sure, why not? The everything industry. So the way that I can kind of relate it to a metaphor. So, you know how in Super Mario 64, there's Lakitu. In Mario Sunshine, there's Flood. In Odyssey, there's Cappy. So on and so forth, right? There's Mario, the main character. And there's an assistant of some kind that helps enhance the gameplay based on the environment. It's kind of a weird metaphor for, like, AI. Where it's not going to be the thing that replaces the main character of the story, like Mario. Mario will always be Mario throughout all of the games, but depending on the circumstance that you're undergoing, you might use AI to help you in that circumstance, but it will never replace anyone. I could kind of see that as a thing, so like, could we use AI to make the next Pro Gamer's Guidebook? I mean, we could. That'd be really stupid. And it would be awful. But, you know, could it help with some of the administrative whatever tasks that neither of us want to do? Yeah, of course. So, who knows? But I think there's different circumstances that you could use different, like, AI to help enhance what you're doing. But yeah.
Minigame.
It's just a random thought I had. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Snowball. It's a very common sense way of looking at it. The man man words. Leaves. Thank you for validating me. Throw the snowball. Oh, you. No, you shinga-dinga. Also, welcome. Yeah, I think it's a common sense way of look. You know, to think that AI is going to replace it. You know what AI is going to replace? AI is going to replace skills that were inherently more replaceable. And you know, here's a fun story for you. I was looking into somebody helping with a marketing plan for Pro Gamer's Guide, right? And I was like, all right, you know, what do you have in store? Whatever. The elm leaves.
Jamboree.
Gotcha. Okay. You could have added the capitalization to the elm leaves. Anyways, you're good. The elm welcome. Elm welcome. So they're talking about, you know, how to get the books into more places, whatever. And then they recommended sending the books to... Yeah, you can. You can do caps in your... Yeah, so you might need... Yeah, go change it, and it's on a 30-day cooldown where you can change your username to whatever you want to, but yes, you could put capital letters. Like, my name is Bricks O'Brien. With capital letters. Anyways. Go have fun, and then come back, please. So the person who's giving me the marketing plan said, hey, the ESA might be a good place to send books. And I'm like, oh, the people that tanked E3? Interesting. So I looked into it, and then you know, they have a program. They work with certain schools and whatever, but basically it's on an invite basis only, and it's not applicable. So I'm like, why did this person recommend the ESA of all the places to distribute books? That makes no sense. And I went into ChatGPT and I said, hey, if I had a children's book about video games, where would I distribute the book to try to, you know, get more interest. And they suggested the ESA as a location to reach out to regarding the books. So this person was going to sell me a multi-$100 AI generated marketing course because they're an expert and they have skills to validate what they have going on. So I'm like, you know, there's unfortunately going to be a lot of scams out there and people that, you know, claim they're experts and claim that they know what they're talking about. Unfortunately, a lot of them are full of it. And you got to be especially more careful, you know? So that just goes to show, you know? You never know. Hey, man. Stamp number 2. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. And so I just ended the conversation. There you go, Elm Leaves. You got it. Wow, look at you. What can I say except you're welcome? Really? I could go, honestly, I can go on and on. The grass, the ground, the sky. 3 stars, which is what you should not rate in Pro Gamer's Guide. It should be higher than that. Anyways, so there's going to be a lot of fakers. There's going to be a lot of people that, you know, try to scam you. He's got to be more diligent about it. That's why we're so careful with, you know, Kickstarter funds and everything else. Like, a lot of people claim that they know what they're talking about, and they very clearly don't. And, you know, it took me too long to figure out. Yeah, well, luckily I'm a Twitch partner. I know what I'm talking about occasionally. Occasionally. And thank you for being here. What amount of money is taxes again? $123,000. If that Kickstarter campaign gets to $123,000, I will literally have a steamy caca on camera. A. B. We will do a Pro Gamer's Guide to Pro Gamer's Guide to Taxes Kickstarter project. And that is not going to happen? Bro, what? Yes. You heard me correctly, Lindsay. A big... Please don't. I will. Brian, you saying my... Okay. That should be... Okay. So, Kevin, you're telling me you wouldn't freak out if the Kickstarter got to... All right, so Elm Leaves, are you new around here or have you been around here before? Kevin's like, I want a raise. Of course I wanted to hit 120. If you know any friends at Berkshire Bank or Berkshire Hathaways, just a small contribution of 10,000. If you have a dozen friends at $10,000 each, we can make this happen right now. And you know what? After 123, I'm gonna think of more stretch goals. Watch me on the prime time there. Well, thank you very much. All right, so Pro Gamer's Guide to Texas was an April Fool's Day joke that I had several years ago, and now people want it to happen, and it's not gonna happen. I said if it was $123,000 for the Kickstarter project right there, then we'll do it. I'll write it, Kevin will draw it, we'll make it happen. So, what is me saying I take a big stinky? Is that not TOS? Listen, if that hit 123, you're telling me you would react any differently? Is there anybody in this audience right now that would react any differently to $123,000 being put in your bank account because of some goomba that wants a children's book about taxes? Would any of you react any differently? I don't think so. So let's not sugarcoat this opportunity All right? All of you would be like, what on earth is happening?
Bonus minigame.
Yeah, Elm Leaves would pass out. Yeah, it would be Pro Gamer's Guide to Financial Responsibility. All right, I'll be right. Okay, no, I gotta do the minigame first. I need to not chug an entire canister of water before I start a live show. Do you know how much I'd lose it? I think we'd all lose our minds. Lila, okay, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, you Goombas and cakes. Come on. Yes. I turned into a 2D manga style shocked version of myself. Dude, I would too. I'm not upset. I was just sharing. I think you're upset all the time at me. I don't think there's a moment that goes by where you're at peace with me. You wake up and you're like. So everybody's got to call up their friends at Berkshire Bank. Berkshire Hathaways. All right. A small investment of $10,000 each, and we're good to go. You're a non-profit, I'd have so many more options. Could make one real quick. At this point, I think Brian should make his own game show like Jeopardy. Dude, I'd love to. Give me a share. By luck of the draw. Bam. Nice work getting from last to first at the end of the live show. That's a metaphor for my life. Making pierogies and 2 racks of lambs for supper. Oh. You know, actually, what's really funny, you mentioned that, Soccer. Actually, I'm not going to extrapolate on that thought, but I had an idea. I did have an idea, actually. Not too dissimilar from that sentiment. Not that I'm giving myself more stuff to do, but... It smells yummy. I would've got the DK space too, dang. Oh, we do! Oh, but it doesn't matter because DK's almost done. This is Jeopardy! Oh, this will be fun. It's like a little bit of Guitar Hero. Matching rhythm will be slightly easier. Interessante. Yeah. Start. This will be easy for all of us, though. Meow, meow. 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 Yeah. The only way this is difficult everybody go and clap at home. We're rooting for Yoshi all along. They're trying to get to the solo here. Not gonna get it over there. Mario time. Here we go. Left to the right, and there's a flow. Jamming and clamoring for anything that's next. It's Toad time. It's Toad time. Everybody here, it's T-O-A-D, Toad time. Clap along with the rhythm of the beat. Toadette, flowing, gonna go bongo going, left to the right and the right to the left and the mix and the match and all the way, bam. How am I losing? At my own game. Maybe I'm not as great as I say. Really? Down by 2? Okay, down by 4. How did I miss that many, really? That's wild. Congratulations, Lindsay. Dude, if I had to do that upside down, that would have been awful. If somebody backed during that time, that would have been disgusting. But GG's. 9.5. Hello. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday night. 9.5 is one of those live streamers I can watch while I'm working.
Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls
there's the
is
ad.
a children's book adventure about conquering tough situations and merciless meanies in a video game world.
Everybody has dealt with bullies at some point in their lives, whether it's at work, school, behind a controller, or in a shadowy digital realm. There's always somebody that's trying to tear you down. I know it was a big struggle for me growing up and dealing with these tough situations, and I know it's a problem for children today, especially with everything online. From spotting toxic behavior to curing them with kindness, we're tackling the pro gamer tips of dealing with bullies in a way that's fun and approachable for all ages. We've returned to Kickstarter to bring our next Pro Gamer's Guide adventure to life. Snag exclusive project rewards, or even make a cameo as a hero or a troll in the book. We hope you'll join our next great adventure and defend Brick City against the forces of negativity once and for all. Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is available to support on Kickstarter right now. You can type exclamation troll to get involved with the Kickstarter project. Today, at the end of the live show, will be the last opportunity to get the Troll O'Brien pin at level 2 or higher. If you haven't gotten it now, this is your absolute last chance, last call, and I can see who pledges what at what level based on the timestamp. So I have an accurate reading on who gets the pin and who does not. So last call, level 2 or higher. Then that promo goes away. So all the promos as they are concluded will be removed from that promo page on ProGamersGuide.com. Just like the Switch 2 one was. Yeah, this will be your last chance. Got about 120, 130 people, I think, that have a pin with their name on it, so that'll be cool. You get it free at level 2 or higher? Yes, you do. You can, you could have added on more if you wanted to, but that already automatically expired at 1 today. Like it was on a timer. So yeah, Harley, you're good. If you have the collector's box, you're good. Also, hello. Why did you put PH with a dash, Harley? Did you not get level? You got the collector's box, right? You bought one? Well, you get 2. I mean, you could undo it, but like, I literally did. I put it on the page. It was literally like, cut the sticks perfectly when they have the time. Really? How do I? Oh, I got you. I mean, I literally put it on the project page. I was like, so we gotta cut it in half? What do we need to do? I don't understand what we need to do.
Round 2.
50-50?
Final round.
You were lost most of the time? I mean, I put it all out on all the website and stuff. Wow, jeez. Dude, they make entire reality shows out of this. Sweet.
Finish.
Yeah, I mean, I had the blog posts out. I had everything laid out on the project page.
Winners.
Should ask any questions. I tried to make it as easy as possible to understand. So, who... Well, I think I won, technically. Don't you assume I can read? Yeah, right. I would love to do like an actual Mario Party game. Like a IRL Mario Party. But do it right. A whole 2 stars over here. So it's still possible to come back, even though I got first, technically, as the bonus stars, which are sightseer bonuses. I don't think I got this one. It's Mario, so technically there's a tie. Unless there is a coin differential. Which I assume there is, but I don't know what it is. Bowser space? None of us got a Bowser space, right? How stupid is that? Really? Then do a different star. That's dumb. What do you mean? The game should automatically recognize... Anyways. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Mario is a winner. With the most amount of coins, because I spent all my coins on stars. So, congratulations. Even with the disconnect, you came out on top. Good stuff. So proud. So proud. Look at that big old bonus. Where do I get onto my battle pass here? My Mario Party battle pass? Nothing? Okay, nothing, I guess. Cool, welcome. How we feeling, everybody? Should we do another round? Should we... I feel like that was kind of short for a live stream, but... Depends on... how things are going, how things are feeling. GG's to those involved. GG's. Do we have 2 other people that would want to play if I happen to do another short round of 10? 2 more people? Or, I'm sorry, 1 more person? C-Boy, you already played though, didn't you? You know, you weren't part of this one, actually. Okay. Yeah, sure. Just because I'm not going to be doing, C-Boy tried to get in and missed it. Yeah. All right. So everybody, I'll be disconnecting this party here and then leaving it up to whoever wants to play for this upcoming round here we'll do that, and you'll have an opportunity to join 3 people here in the session. GG's. Thank you for playing and being part of this. A new round will start momentarily. 4-player board situation once again. I'm busy crocheting. Shocking, I know, right? The information you see is there, 7YY92G. Have a great night, Naomi. Thank you for being here. And massive shout out to Hayden. Thank you for being so supportive and awesome. After all this time, and stopping by the live stream. Enjoy your 5 a.m. get up. Welcome. Seaboy Mario Star and Squeaky. Squeaky. Thanks for the game. It was fun. You're just saying that because you won. You're saying that because you beat all of us. The Goomba Lagoon. Western Land. This won't take 90 minutes. Dinner and Discord. Awooga. If you haven't joined Discord, you should. I thought we could skip, sorry. Have a good night, Naomi and Hayden. Western Land. Last time I played this, it was with Pick Stitch during a collaboration immediately after I did my birthday live stream, and I was cooked. I was beyond cooked. You carried the whole night, dude. I was not feeling it. Well, not that I wasn't feeling the whole thing, but you know. You like how short this game is compared to previous ones? Well, I think it has to do with just the better internet. We have, I think a little bit of a faster UI, you know. I think it's a matter of, you know, Nintendo has developed this stuff to be a bit more robust, but then also a lot of people who are playing Mario Party already understand kind of what's happening, so you don't have to explain stuff as rigorously as you have before, you know. What are your feelings on Bloons 6 asking for a friend who wants to pledge? So here's the unfortunate reality of the situation, Soccer. I had to remove Bloons Tower Defense 5 from Steam because it was consuming my life. So I am a Bloons fan. I just haven't done videos or live streams on it. Dude, literally, like, there's always a game where I just lock in on and, like, I need to kill time and I delay doing work. It's Bloons, or it's Crab Champions, or it's No Man's Sky, or it's something. There's always a game. There's always a game where I'm like, I don't know what to do next, so I'm gonna play a round of this before I continue. And Bloons has been that game for a long time, so, you know. I am a Bloons fan, and I have been since I was a kid. And I'm not just saying that because of somebody who wants to back it. I'm being 100% real. Actually, let me tell you how many hours in Bloons 6 I have. Or I'm sorry, Bloons 5 I have. I can tell you right now. Bloons. Oh, it is Bloons TD6. I have 34 hours. 34 hours in Bloons 6. That's 30-something hours I could have been working on new Minecraft videos. I know, it's nothing. Only 34 hours, I know. Crab Champions, I have like almost 100. It's so... My child does 3 times that? Yeah. All right. So, to the person who likes Bloons Tower Defense, you can back with confidence. And if your friends at Berkshire Hathaway also like Bloons Tower Defense, by golly, are they in luck.
Minigame.
Out of my pure curiosity here, Lindsay, because I know you have another tab open. How is Mr. Rutledge doing on the front page? Thank you to everybody who's chilling with me here, at least for right now. And meowing it out. And chilling with some Mario Party. Superstars. It looks like it's going well.
Start.
Nathan built things with the 333. Wow. Nathan, thank you for the 333. I don't know what that does. Well, it didn't do anything. But thank you very much for the 333 bits. We can, you know what? Just for that. Hey, Nathan, do you have any cats in the house? Do you have any cats? Oh, oh, did I fart? Did I fart? Did I did a Rudy Toot Tootie? Yo, I've gotten so old I don't remember when I blew wind. Wild. Dude, that's how old I'm getting. Well, thank you for helping me out with that. We also had another Backrotor Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. Which means there's 5 minutes of me with the controller upside down. So thank you to the person who backed the project now at 27,145. Thank you very much. Anything to add to the wall? Yes, there are, but I didn't write them down. Oh, I can give you something if you want to. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on.
Luigi time.
Something like that, Kevin. Just finished my other commission for the day. Very cool. 9, what are you crocheting? I don't think I register whatever you're working on any given day because you always get distracted by like giveaways and stuff. A tote bag, very cool. Hello, Brian, are you winning? So that might be a Mr. A Game imposter. I don't see any partner badge. Unless Mr. A Game got canceled, which I would be in full favor for. I'd be in full favor of. No, we were in oh, it is Mr. A Game. It's not a sussy imposter. We were in Wizard of Time's chat. Both of us, coincidentally at the same thing. You all got pranked. And he was talking about how, you know, having a partner badge is indirectly like a having a advertisement for your channel and stuff in other people's chats, which I personally don't feel that way, but he brought it up, so I think both of us hit our partner badge like, what are you talking about? But I had a 3-star comeback on the last game, and then Zahora beat me, so now we have on to round 2. That's weird. Yes, some people, yeah, some people feel that's a thing. I think 9 has actually talked about this before, like, you know, do I feel that way? No. I've never felt that way and been like, I'm advertising, you know, my channel by being a Twitch partner and you know, I don't feel weird about it even a little bit. You know, I personally think about it. My not so hot take opinion is like
Start.
a Twitch partner status is not reflective of me as much as it is reflective of all of you, because yeah, there's a lot of things I can accomplish on my own without, you know, people being directly involved or whatever, but being Twitch partner is not one of them. Like, it literally requires 75 of you to be here at any given time. Like, can you stop milking me? Stop! Anyways, it requires 75 or more people to actually be here at any given point, so it's more of a reflection on all of you than it is on all of me. So why would I ever be... Because the blooper is coming up to me and like, it's like... I didn't... Shut up! So, you know, I've got literally nothing because I'm a controller upside down. So I have never felt like I've been, you know, indirectly or directly promoting my channel because of the partner badge or any status or any whatever, right? It doesn't mean I don't know what you guys, whatever. So I never take it that way. I've always taken it as,
New turn.
you know, a reflection for all of you and whatever. But yeah, that was the thing. So yeah, we have since restored the badges, and I am not winning anymore because my controller's upside down for another 30 seconds because somebody else backed Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. Dude, there's been a fly in here for like 3 days, man. But hopefully everybody out there is... Ooh, sweet Christmas, the alarm. There we go. All right, I'm back to normal. Hopefully everybody out there is having a sweet Christmas kind of a night. Somebody just backed Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. Get that timer back on. Soccer Hallways has picked their tier. Wait, does that mean... Oh, that doesn't mean it's a new... it's not a new backer, therefore I don't have to do the controller upside down. Nice. Thank you very much for selecting your tier, Soccer Hallways. Thank you very much for doing that. Instead of your $1 contribution. Soccer Hallways has committed, and we are on the path to $28,000. Thank you, sir. Which, by the way, I think the bar, so all of this looks way better than it ever has before. So I actually had to do a lot of finagling with the sources and stuff to get it to look good. Still debating the Cuddles brick build. Yeah, so the Cuddles brick build model, it's a minimum of 15. We only have a handful right now, but we have until a while to get it, you know, get it fulfilled. So, you know, it's totally up to you. But yeah. It's with the brand new bricks, digital instructions, handmade scarf. So yeah. Get your fishing in. We got all the things still rocking and rolling here. Wowie. Really wish some of this stuff would work on YouTube, you know? Less worried about the cost, more worried about where to display it fair. Honestly want that brick Cuddles, but I gotta say $500 is a lot of money. Trust me, I wish it were not the case. Actually, I'm gonna outsmart this thing by doing the selectable dice. I'll finish that thought in a second. Let me look at the thing. Yeah. Look at the board. What's a place for me to go? 9. Okay. Let me go complete this thought. I should have just done 10. So, when I was talking with Bricker about the options for the Cuddles model, it was like, you know, there's an option to do, you know, do we just offer instructions? Do we offer, you know, the full thing? And actually, originally, the scale of the model was going to be way bigger. It was going to be... So I used Piplup as a measure, the Proud Penguin, as a measure of like how big, you know, Cuddles would be. And initially, it was the same height as that Piplup. But because Cuddles is bulkier, it would have added way more to the piece count and made it actually way more expensive. So thinking about it, it's like, you know, it's the brand new Lego bricks. It's Bricker that's assembling the kits together. It's the instructions themselves, the handmade crochet scarf. It's all of that factored into that price. So is that a massive moneymaker? No, but it's like I want to bring it into existence because I think it's super cool. So, you know, and if people don't vibe with it, people don't vibe with it, and we just kind of axe it and whatever, right? But, you know, I wanted to take a shot on it and see if people would want it. And, you know, it is expensive. But for those that want it and think it's cool, and you want it, think it's cool. So it's definitely not for everybody, and I understand that. Nice. You want to make profit, but you still want people to afford it? Yeah, I mean, I initially wanted it to be like, you know, super big. I mean, I want the biggest version of it that I can get, but, you know, not everybody else does. And some people, and so here's the other option, actually. The other option, unfortunately, we could have done like a, wow, of course. We could have done like a really, like a much smaller one that was probably more like this big. Like if it was this big, right? Like kind of like a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand, you know? But if we did that, that would have cost, I think like $60 to have a model this big. Because it's just, it costs a lot to make a Lego anything, right? That's secondary, not an official set, you know? So what's more worth it? Making a larger model with a higher piece count, better building experience that is that kind of price point, or you make something super small, but it also is, there's not really a way to win. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's see if people want to make this to be a thing. If it's not, that's okay. And whatever. And yeah. Not saying it's not worth it. Probably would do it if it was working more right now. Yeah, no, it's all fair. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just like the book itself, you know? If it happens, like, you know? Hey, Brian, when are we up there to make you something? Let me know. Anything from Pizza Ratatouille. Hey, man, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Meow, meow, man. Hey, man. You know what I mean? Meow, 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 man. I wouldn't have space for a larger one. I do have space for the 15-inch one. Yeah. We're all selecting that second one. Of course we are. Of course we are. Of course we are. Starting your new job today, Scott. Welcome. Congratulations. That's a win. Happy for you. Wow, we all got our own thing, and still it was C-Boy out on top. Scott sleeps. Congratulations, Scott. Bringing me a homemade meal in August. Nice. Hopefully it works out well for you, Scott, man. That's sweet. Got some overnight shift nonsense.
New turn.
How many Lego Cuddles orders are needed for its release? 15. And we are currently at... I can tell you right now. It's not many. And nobody has done just the Cuddles tier, which I kind of expected. because most people want a different tier and add that on. Quite a few people did no reward. People are just like, here, take money. I'm like, okay, sure. Thanks, man. 4. We have 4 so far. Now, there is a longer fulfillment time. We don't need to have it totally done, you know. Harley, why spend money on your truck when you can spend money to be immortalized as a troll in the book? You know what I mean, man? Hey, man. Hey, man. Planning on getting a mechanical lab technician degree? Nice. Gonna be working like 60 hours a week between multiple jobs, so basically like how many hours you have to work? Well, you know, hey, man. It's not anywhere near as intensive, but it's definitely, you know, stressful in its own ways. If you had the gaming with Cuddles combo, I would have done that. Oh, like if you got a Cuddles, if you got a gaming session with me for getting the Cuddles, that's an interesting thought. Chance time! This doesn't work. Oh, I mean, congratulations. Nothing happened. A gaming session with the Cuddles combo. Yeah, you get a point. That could have worked. Well, I opted to include, like, the book and stuff. And also, I didn't have gaming sessions as an add-on this time. Because a lot of people, you know, they've already had a gaming session, or they have it through the fan club, so I'm like, you know. And there's still plenty of people that have it through there, but haven't claimed it yet, so. Does the top tier legitimately have every single thing from past but yes. If you get the ultimate troll tier, you will get literally everything. I believe, I mean, I had multiple people double and triple check everything. Except Cuddles, yes. It does not include Cuddles. Which couldn't? I didn't really get that far.
Bye for now.
I don't think so. Oh, Ridicule Wife, welcome. And there goes a lurk. Yeah, it does not include Cuddles. Now, that's to say, if somebody actually did it, would I include it? I could see about that. Well, right now, nobody is even considered it, so. Kickstarter ends May 17th. Saturday, May 17th, 19 days from now. With the Mario Kart finale. You can pledge over time as well. That's not just for you, Harley. I mean anybody. You can contribute across multiple payments. There's overtime information there. So you split it into 4 equal payments. So yeah. There, like, some of this stuff we have late pledge options available, but yeah, that one will not be available as a late pledge. Yeah, slowly but surely, RC, you know, as people are getting off of work and getting back to the computer, checking their email maybe from the day, you know, there's a lot of people chipping in, chiming in, whatever. And yeah, we've never done a one-off tier before, so, you know, it's for that person who, you know, might be keen to be a not philanthropic, because that involves charity, but be that angel investor level that, like, you know, really wants to kick in that way, you know? Because remember, we had somebody within the last, like, 4 hours of the project with Making Friends, there was somebody that did the angel investor tier. They gave $1,000 and they never claimed any of their rewards ever. And we donated all those books to Boston Children's and everywhere else.
A mini game.
So you know, that's why we're like, you never know. Never claimed anything. I still have their personalized copy, like the custom doodle one, whatever it is. I'm not even paying attention. Whatever, it's fine. Mario Party Jamboree is going, having some good conversation and hanging out and doing all the things.
Finish.
Sweet, awesome, awful.
You got an item.
So yeah, you never know. Maybe one of those Berkshire Hathaway angel investors will be like, yeah, I want to be a troll. You never know. I didn't mean to do that. I'm a Goombana cake.
Bonus mini game.
Dang, dude. Yeah, no, that Harley, you do whatever you want, man. Whatever you want. I, totally understand. When speech to text betrays you, it happens to me
3,
all the time.
2, 1, go!
Oh, I'm gonna go mine a cake. Sorry. Ah! I'm sorry.
Finish.
That's what happens when I'm half paying attention. Sorry about that, everybody.
Winners.
GG's on that one. GG's. So yeah, slowly but surely getting there. Encroaching on 28,000 for Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls. Lizzie be hanging. Drops are not on this screen here, unfortunately. But fishing is, so get your fishing on. Wait, there's pay overtime on Kickstarter? Yes! Exclamation overtime. So if you were interested in doing that, you would have to cancel your current pledge and then redo your pledge at whatever tier you wanted to. And I haven't actually seen it. I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't gone into, I don't think there's any way for me to see like where you tick the box to do it, but you can do it. I know you got, well, there's no, we didn't do anything special for numbered backers or anything. Starlight, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for being here. No, you have to cancel. I know that for sure. You have to cancel your pledge and then re-up it. Yeah, we don't have anything specially numbered for that, but well done. I know you like, obviously, the fact that you are number 3 is something, but, you know. There's one ticket. Do meow 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 wow, wow. Some coins stolen from Squeaky. Squeaky over there is Squeaky. Probably, right? Yes. Yes. I like this little itty bitty oinko here. Very cool. Random? Of course it's me. Dang. Take all my money. Shut up and take my money. There's really no point. It's gonna be all 4 coin. Sentimental there? Yeah, I get that, Harley. Who's laughing now, Brian? I know, right? Yeah, that's the thing, though. When you have an emotional attachment, especially to a vehicle, and, you know, you end up putting a lot of either man hours or just money into it, and, you know, I commend you for wanting to do it. That would not be me. Squeaky was my 1v1 partner. There you go. I was hoping you could change from in full to overtime, but you're right, you can't. Yeah, it's because it's part of the beta program. So I'm sure if there were to be a future Kickstarter by that point, they would iron that stuff out, but yeah. I have a friend of mine who has a, their father had a Cutlass, which I don't even know what name brand car that is, but it's in the family, and it's basically sitting in a garage right now, and neither of the boys passed down to are particularly technically inclined to restore it or whatever, and to, you know, restore that at this point would be literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and then do either of them actually want to drive it, or is it just a sentimental thing, or is it, you know, whatever. Dude, Mario Stars don't even get any coins. Mario Star don't even care. Mario Star don't even care, dude. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be a Goomba. Yeah, and I went right off the edge. Oh, so you like cars. I gotcha. I commend you, man.
Only 5 turns left.
I take my Toyota RAV4.
Home stretch.
That's about it. That is about it. 5 turns left, and I'm eating crow. Big time. But remember what happened last time I was in last place? Wow, okay. Can't deny a square body looks awesome. I mean... everybody has their own preferences, you know. I'm just not a car guy. It's never been my, my forte. You know, it's interesting when you're growing up, right? When you have people that are surrounding you. It only takes 1 or 2 people to sway you in one direction or another. Like if you have somebody in your family that's like, you know, they might be really into cars and you either get turned on or off to it and you're like, oh, whatever. Yeah, but so the fact that you want to make your car or your vehicle look that good, that to me indicates that you are a car person by association. Like, I don't go for car washes nearly as much as I should. I haven't changed any aspect of my RAV4. I haven't, like, nothing, zero, you know. I take care of the car, obviously do the regular maintenance and oil change and the blah, 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 blah. But I don't like, you know, I don't do that. So in my eyes, it makes you a car person. See this truck, it looks like a jump. Ring, ring, banana phone. Ring, ring, banana phone. All aboard the Wowie Express. The Wowie Zowie Express. That's my kind of train ride. I was watching, it was only for a few minutes because I had to attend to something else, but I saw you were playing a very legal copy of Super Mario Galaxy 2 in high definition. I was gonna comment something snarky, but I'm like, no, I gotta, I gotta do something else. That was earlier today. Dude, I saw Mr. A Game live streaming, and I was watching Galaxy 2. I'm like, man, this looks really crisp. I was looking at it, and I'm like, why is the audio messed up? What is he having technical glitches in Mario's? What is happening? That's weird. Anyways, I get it now. Okay.
Start. Round 1.
Wow. Which one is different?
Round 2.
Radiator on the way. I am so not paying attention. I said welcome. Yeah, why does my 480p game look like 4K? What does it look like 4K? Surely my eye damage hasn't been that bad. Dude, I can see so well. See, also the fact that you're mechanically inclined to fix this stuff also makes you a car person. I put stuff. Hey, you Goombas, I got it. I put my stuff on like auto, and I'm like, if anything happens with my truck, my RAV4, I'm like, somebody else take care of it, please. I don't, you know.
Round 6.
My turn signals don't turn off on their own. Yeah, that's bad. I'm a Goombana cake. Why does this 480p game look so good?
Round 7.
Round 7.
Dude, literally anything happens to my car, and I'm like, please, somebody take care of this.
Round 8.
And the reason I am that way, is so Charles ended up having issues with his car. I just totally guessed on that, sorry. He had issues with his car, and he had to replace the brake pads or something. Long story short, he was out in his driveway for, I don't even know what the answer to this, so yeah, it's this one. He was out in his driveway for, I'm pretty sure, like 4 hours, changing one part of it, and he had to change another part of it.
Final round.
Long story short, it took him a tremendous longer time than it should have. It took him way longer than it should have, and he didn't even do it correctly. And, you know, I think about, like, in order for me to learn this skill and to do this competently and not mess it up, yeah, it's inexperience. Yeah, for sure. And he wanted to understand the mechanic. So, to his credit, he wants to better understand the mechanics of his car. I get that. But I'm not like that. And, like, you know, if something goes wrong, I would much rather trust somebody else. Please tell me you do your oil changes. Nope. Because I don't trust my own ability in that regard. I can do tremendously more things than most other people can in other situations and blah, 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 blah. Everybody has their own different skill. I just don't, you know. Harley, can you boot up a live stream and entertain how many people are watching? Can you write multiple books? Can you know, whatever? Listen, everybody has their own... Everybody has their own thing. This is what I'm saying. Everybody has their own thing. Oh, it's so simple. It's so simple. Why? Harley, go get Twitch partner. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go get 20,000 subscribers. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can change it. Yeah, I know how to change the tire. You just literally undo the bolts. You put the jack under the thing. Make sure it's not on the actual plastic. You put it on the metal underneath. You tick, 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 tick.
Bonus mini.
I'll make more videos easy, and it's literally gonna be Harley in the passenger seat of his truck, be like, guys, I don't got anywhere else to make these videos, and this truck costs too much. This truck costs too much money. I gotta justify the expense somehow.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Harley here, and today we're gonna be playing Super Mario Sunshine. I'm in the passenger seat of my Civic.
Start.
What are you supposed to do? Yikes. Lewis, welcome. Brian, I have the choice of spending 5 laborious minutes getting my Wii U or 3 hours making sure Dolphin can emulate a Wii U.
It's Brian. I have a GMC, not a Civic. Brian, I will get Twitch partner from the passenger seat of my GMC 1982 roadblock passenger concrete.
Only 4 turns left.
That's the sound. That's the sound my GMC makes. I have an Acura, BMW, Subaru, and 2 Hondas.
We're gonna get MySpace ambassador. Eat my dust, kids.
Eat my dust.
Two Hondas or more. Do you people think you're better than me because you know how to do maintenance and have all these cars? I don't care. I have a Toyota RAV4 that I don't know how I don't know how it operates. I don't know what to do. All right. Yes. That makes me better than you, Brian. I don't even. Yeah, 9 doesn't even drive. Come on. Learn. Hey, shut up. I washed my car for the first time in almost a year over the weekend. See? All this time taking care of cars where you could be buying books.
That's a tune-up, bro.
Could be buying books. Think of how many books could we buy.
Oh yeah, it's go time. It's go time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's what the rain's for. 51 to the star. I've got better things to do to spend my time, like making sure Dolphin Emulator Wiimote works properly. Wow, if only I weren't 51 spaces away from this train. Sure. I don't care.
Cody, my Subaru needs a bath.
Oh. Mr. A Game is too focused on high quality, very legal gameplay videos than to deal with anything else. He's not concerned about these rims on a truck. He's not concerned about the cleanliness of the exterior vehicle. All right. He's here to make high quality content. And that's it. All aboard!
Minigame.
I need to make videos again. I need to just You know what I mean? I'm just an awful person. I gotta just make videos of it. I do really like my car though. Sometimes I'll really make sure it's clean. Yeah.
That isn't mud in your car, Cody. It's bird poop.
Start.
Yeah. Got a bunch of Goombas and cakes.
Finish.
Sweet. Yeah, luckily I mean, I don't have any desire to get a fancy car. I would love to have a DeLorean just for the sake of having a DeLorean that is, you know, something cool, but whatever. I don't understand the fascination with a
Only 3
faster,
turns left.
fancy car and whatever. Not really that person. Something that is operational. And whatever, pretty much. My bike's older than most of the followers. That's fair. Speaking of which, thank you everybody for being here and hanging out. Very casual night of Mario Party here. Chipping away at a lot of awesome stuff tonight. If you want to support Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls instead of just talking about cars, you could totally do that. $27,554 raised so far. I have a Lancer with a sports exhaust, so it's Try Hard Evo.
Finish.
I don't know what that means.
You got
All I need is a Batmobile and I'll be happy. It's not just getting the vehicle, but it's also having all the maintenance that goes with it. You got to put it somewhere. You got to make sure, you know, y'all complain about Switch 2 prices and then are like, yeah, dude, if I had all the money in the world, I'd get a Bugatti. It's like, all right, well, you know what I mean? Play Need for Speed Underground 2, you know what Evo is? I think I was too young. Need for Speed Underground. I feel like we're due for a really cool remaster of a game. You know, we got 1000 Year Door last year. I know, I'm a Goomba. We got 1000 Year Door last year. What Nintendo game is seriously overdue for a remaster? I want like a Mario Sunshine remaster and expanded. Earthbound? Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know anything. This whole night is me not knowing anything about cars. Super Mario Bros. Wii? That's not getting a remaster. Yo, Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls remaster? Let's go. Oh, one of those? That looks old. It just looks like an old car. Now we know why Mr. A-Game wants to reach 500,000 subscribers so he can upgrade his new vehicle, everybody. It's so he can get an upgrade. He's like, I gotta ditch this old car. I gotta ditch this old one. I gotta get me a new whip with them YouTube monies off that Switch 2 revenue. That Switch 2 revenue, my guy. I don't know what an Evo X is. What are you people talking? Dude, I feel so emasculated. I know nothing about these cars. I don't know anything. Luck of the draw, survey says. I'll say, I didn't ask for a pic of whatever you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say I cared. I just said I didn't know. Sit there and look. Yeah, that's my job. I gotta sit here and look pretty.
Yeah, baby.
They all look old. They still kind of look old. They still look like old cars. Chicken, it's hot! You know what's kind of awkward, Nine? Is am I the only other creator that you have a redeem of that isn't like a special command? Am I the only one? I was mugged. Dude, imagine if I stole from the same person twice. That'd be hilarious. Probably. I feel like you should have more people. Not to give you more work, but like, you know, I'm the only one. It feels kind of not selfish. What does it feel? It feels kind of. Brian, I have no time.
Mini game.
It's like. Do you expect me to watch Pick Stitch's stream and then clip something out of context and have it as a redeem? It feels, yes, it feels conceited. It feels conceited, like I'm the only one. Giftbot is great, but what do you mean it died? It won't. Yeah, but what I forget what Giftbot means. What does that mean?
Start.
What was it?
Round one.
Round one. Look closely. What is MIU? All these fancy terms. I don't know what these mean. I've thought about nuking everything and starting over from scratch. Mix it up? Ah. Yeah, I've thought about doing a similar thing. But like, when could I take the time to dedicate away and like nuke everything? Diddy Kong! Choo, 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 choo. I used to mix it up, it was good. Did you ever try the streamer bot or whatever? I mean, mix it up is kind of a similar thing in a game. To like control the stream a little bit better and do stuff. No. Oh yeah.
Final round.
I don't even know what's going on. Too busy emulating Wiimotes and stuff. Let's see if I can pull up some things over into Tangia. You know, I used Tangia for a minute and then it's an automated message for sure, but the CEO keeps emailing me and is like, "Hey, why'd you stop using Tangia?" I'm like, "Well, why do you care? Why do you care? Leave me alone." You know? Yeah, I only had it for one thing. Well, it could have replaced
Only
the
2 turns left.
like all the redeems that I have currently, but I don't want to switch everything over. And I also, as I'm sure this is probably a feature, but like, I like the fact that everything is like within a channel point reward on Twitch and people don't have to go to a separate location to get the redeem. Which, you know, any third-party system, you're gonna have to do that. I don't see anything, Harley. Leave me alone, you're not even my real dad. Yeah, basically. You're not even my real dad, dude. Yeah, basically, there's been just enough tools and developments and stuff that it's like, you know, we could, oh, awesome, great. That I could basically rethink everything. You missed out about Twitch. YouTube stream is so lame with no rewards that can be accessed by third-party software. Yeah. So the thing with Tangia is you can do redeems and stuff, and I believe you can access it from YouTube or Twitch because it's just an overlay, but somebody would have to go to the website and look at stuff and whatever. And obviously when everything is integrated properly, it works especially well, right? But yeah. I've just been wanting to rethink everything. But what? Well, I'm not going to show because I don't want to dox your car. Even though you don't show any specific information. Like, I don't want to, you know. Harley just sent me a video of this truck. Which literally, okay, I'll share a picture with all of you. It looks more akin to Mater from Cars. Bro has that Mater looking GMC over here, my guy.
You got a star.
Goody.
Bro's got that Larry the Cable Guy looking car, dude. You do got that there, Harley? You wanna take me down over into that random alien side where we can see all damn things? Now, excuse me, Mr. Harley. Did you get yourself a damn there copy of damn Pro Gamer's Guide? You can go get in there a little bit of the Gamer's Guide. Down. Woo! Man, that'd be great to voice the Vader. Sites like Tangia are all dependent on viewers clicking an extra link, which is automatically alienates those who don't or can't. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Harley, please install a toe into the back of that GMC. Please put a toe. Please put a toe. Put a toe. No, I'm not talking like a toe at a foot. I'm talking like a toe. Like a. I don't care. Listen, he's willing to spend the money to repair this thing. Get a toe. Yes, do it. Rescind your pledge for the book and get a toe, and then put eyes on your windshield. No, don't paint it. You need to lean into it. You need to lean into it. Look at this. We all get them aliens, Mr. McQueen. Look pretty. No. Keep the pledge there and earn new money for the car adjustment. I never said I knew anything about trucks. I'm just saying it looks more akin to Mater from Cars.
Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls is a children's book adventure about conquering tough situations and merciless meanies in a video game world. Everybody has dealt with bullies at some point in their lives, whether it's at work, school,
You know them trolls over there, Mr. Harley. Let me tell you a little something about them trolls. We gonna take care of them. We're gonna take them out to the tow yard and make sure they ain't never been heard from again. I'll tell you a little bit of something about them there. I got you a #1 book selling there. Polly the Parrot, Toodles the Penguin, and trust me, we got a whole lot of Cecilian the Cat as well. If you want to get your there copy of Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls, we got all these rewards for you, including a brick built one. You could even be in the gosh darn book as a troll or a hero. Make sure you go check out that Kickstarter link in the description there and get your copy right now. Woo! What's that Mater selling Pro Gamers Guide? Yes! Wait, did Nick do a raid? No, wait, no, he did! No, Nick did a raid! Oh no! Oh no! It was during it was during a raid! Oh no! 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 That was everybody's first impression, was Mater selling the book. Oh no! Oh no! Welcome, Raiders. You going in there, buy a copy of them Pro Gamers Guide. Could there be a possible better way? Probably not. That's probably it. How bad is that? Thank you for rating, Nick. Happy Monday. Good to see you, Andrew, and everybody else who hasn't already left. Welcome. Welcome. Playing some Mario Party, and Harley here in the chat shared his vehicle, and I was going on a thing on it looking like Mater, so you know.
Final turn.
I said he should rescind his pledge and get a tow for the back of it, so he has refused. So it's all right. It was a pretty darn good impression, Mr. McQueen. That's a bummer. That's a bummer, dude. That was all off the cuff, of course. Wasn't the final 5 turns an hour ago? I started a new game. It's not, no, Harley, I'm the one who's the creative writer, okay? I have decreed this is Mater. Brian, are you trolling Harley's truck? Yes, I am. If you're not following Brick and Nick, Lego Master, good friend, live streaming extraordinaire.
You got a star.
I thought that was pre-recorded. No, that was off. So there is a hashtag ad too that plays to promote the book, but I did the Mater version off the top of the head because I'm a professional. I should do improv. Brian shares his list of things you don't, things I don't understand. Cars, taxes, long-term relationships. I don't know what this information means. Why are you sending me a list of all the things you need to do to your car? I don't care. Why? Harley's like, oh, Brian, I gotta get me a new washer jet. Like, what do you mean? Put it in the open lounge. Put it in Discord. You're not gonna bully me into sharing car content on my live stream. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. What do you mean? Who in the chat? Who in the chat cares about Harley's to-do list for his Mater truck? Who cares? I'm not saying who cares, but I'm saying who cares? I do. All right. I'll listen to it. You all suck. All right, hold on. I've given you my life savings, Brian. Show the people my list. Hey, anybody want to share their grocery list next? Anybody want to share their grocery list? We done got down there a cargo lamp. What is a cargo lamp? I probably got to rebuild that engine at some point. What are you talking about? So, Cody, I don't care what your list is. I don't care what your shopping list to feed 7,000 the children of the world is. I don't care that you need to buy romaine lettuce, my guy. The children of the world. All right, do we understand what Harley needs now? All right, we're good. We're good. We can, all right.
Start.
Brian, share my social security number next. No, Harley. No, Harley, I'm not doing that. Look at my Ravelry pattern library. 9, can you look at what I shared in the Discord, please? Can you look at my show and tell, please? 9, when are you gonna look at my blanket? When? Yeah, 9, I don't care about what you're talking about. I don't care. Kelsey, I don't care. When are you looking at my art? When are you gonna look at what I posted in your Discord? I just triggered her so hard. Oh, are we done? I don't have art. That's why Kevin's doing the art. We have whenever you want. I haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet. It's not like the slime tunnel in Minecraft. No. When are you getting a printer? I have another. Listen, the book is not fully funded. Can we focus on the book? Can we focus on the book? Brian, when are you gonna get a 3D printer? Rich, when are you gonna get off my back? How about that? You ever think about that? You ever think about that? If you people funded a 3D printer before this book, I promise you, I will throw the printer out the window. I will throw the printer into the forest. Mr. A-Game, I don't care what your meal prep plan is for the week. I'm glad that you're taking care of your wife and you're going to football, which is technically soccer, but I don't care that you're eating Chinese chicken on Sunday. That's not my problem, or my benefit, or my concern, or my anything. It's not relevant information. I don't have a 3D printer on Throne because I have a book on Kickstarter. Welcome to the live chat, Finn. You just caught me crashing out. GG's, everybody. GG's. Thank you for the follow. How about... It's not a Bricks O'Brien live stream unless he crashes out. How about somebody just go buy a book? That's 2 crash outs today. What a record. $22,554. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and playing along. I appreciate you very much. That's all the time I got. I have to go back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on the Nintendo 3DS. Last call for getting your Troll O'Brien pin. If you are backing at level 2 or higher, you get the pin with your pledge at no additional charge. You get the Troll O'Brien pin at no additional charge. Listen, I didn't realize it was that loud, sorry. No, Finn, you're good. We're gonna be back soon enough. But yeah, last call if you want to get the Troll O'Brien pin at level 2 or higher. The wall was updated. We have an update to the brick wall. Ooh. But we're we're not showing that one, though. We have to wait for that person to be here. Thanks for streaming, Brian. You're a cool. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, thanks, man. So, today has been very good. Thank you so much for being here and being part of all this. I'm going to be heading out for the night and continuing to crash out. Get ready for the day ahead tomorrow, which will be excellent. 3 a.m. for you, Finn. Have a fantastic rest of your night. Yeah, you made more money, high and by. Well, you know, it's obviously more pledges are great, but the job is not done yet. We have a little ways to go, a lot of ways to go, to getting Pro Gamer's Guide to Defeating Trolls into a reality here. So we will see where things shake out. For those who are watching over from the Crimson Theater, thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your efforts tonight. I will see you on Saturday with some Lego building and much more, all right? Until next time, have a great night, and thank you for being here. For those that are watching over on Twitch, I know Twitch isn't ads, I can tell.